I'm not gonna lie. It didn't cross my mind till it was like, oh, the games are on. Usually I'm used to it on New Year's Day.
I had to remind myself throughout the days, and finally I turned on SportsCenter and they were like, oh, the game comes on at 4. I'm like, oh shit, the game comes on at 4. We're watching the Alabama game, and then we had enough time, and we had to be reminded that it was New Year's Eve bombed 30,000 times by putting Ryan Seacrest's face up during breaks, letting people to know that the ball's going to drop. So after the game was over, we flipped it over to see Ryan Seacrest go 10, 9. I was like, Jesus.
I drove for the first game, so I didn't even see the first game.
Nope.
And obviously I didn't miss anything because
you didn't.
Games
you didn't miss anything.
Were bad. So I mean,
that game was close at halftime. Then after halftime, it went. It just went.
I know I gave them coming last year. Megan got the picks right. This year, holy crap! I don't even know. 38-0, Michigan State. 38-0. Every time I turned my head when I was up in Orlando, I just said, "Okay, Alabama just scored." I'm not gonna watch this game.
There they go.
This poor Michigan State fan just kept watching. I'm like, just get you another drink and just call it a night.
Don't watch.
Don't watch. Your misery. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Go home with somebody.
Even the other bowl games were just bad, man. I don't know, man. It's been a weird year for bowl games.
The bowl games were bad this year.
They were bad.
It was just bad. It seemed like most of the time no one wanted to play in them.
No.
And it's what I told you before. Unless my team is playing in one of the playoff games or anything, I do not care about a bowl game. Bowl games to me are just money makers and vacations for the people that want to go and watch them. I could care less. Legit could care less. And no, it's not because my team got whooped. And no, it was because of that. Last year, I could care less. The year before, well, we didn't make one, so I really could care less. But I do not care about bowl games. I just don't. There's too many of them. None of them have a purpose. None of them have a meaning. The games the games that are cared about are the Rose Bowl because of the tradition and the playoff games now. And that's it.
Yeah.
No one cares about anything else.
Johnny, what's your thoughts about this game here?
I made a BCS bowl. No one cares. Are you in the national championship game? Nope.
You just got Alabama steamrolling over people, and then Clemson is there. And I mean, they beat Oklahoma, and I thought Oklahoma was going to win, but didn't they lose their running back? I believe Oklahoma lost their running back in that game.
Oklahoma lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I believe Samaji went down.
Yeah, they were down there like their third. He went out, then his backup went out, and then he came back in. And then only to go back out again.
Yeah, so even in that regard, they still got stumped 37-17. It doesn't matter. And honestly, I know we can do a podcast to lead up to this. I had Oklahoma beating Clemson. And no, I guess that didn't happen. So now we're with Alabama versus Clemson. You got number one. Well, you got it as far as number one versus number two. So you got.
I had Clemson and Alabama meeting.
Did you?
I said this a long time ago. I said Clemson, Alabama wins.
What do you think the score's going to be? Do you think
it's
going to be a blowout?
I ain't even touching the score.
You don't want to touch score in this game?
I'm not touching the score, just like we know Steve did not go and touch that lady's hind.
Hello, Steve. Welcome back.
With the bad thoughts about what could be in it.
Yeah, we're on we're talking about how bad the bowl games were.
Quick recap. Who do you got winning the other two games?
In Alabama.
No, not that one. The NFL games. You got Seattle.
I'm sorry, man.
You got Seattle and who they playing?
Oh, Seattle,
Minnesota, and then you got.
I'm like, who they say Seattle before you said Minnesota?
He got him, and the other game,
Washington,
and
Packers,
and
Green
Packers.
Bay Packers.
Green Bay.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
So, Steve took all road teams.
He took all road teams, too. Yeah. All right. Talk about the bowl games and how we talking about most of these bowl games have been blowouts, man. And then Kevin was going on in his rant about how in the world do you put those games on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I know, right?
Go ahead.
I'm trying to pull out of the park.
Nice
Sorry,
try.
I'm trying to pull out of the parking lot. I'm at the hospital. I'm trying to pull out.
Oh, okay.
No,
that's what got you in. Hey, that's what got you into that predicament. That's what got you there. You didn't do that.
But go ahead and expand on that, man.
Now?
All right, so we were just talking about, just your overall impressions of the bowl season. Just go. What's your overall impressions of the bowls that we got during college football right now?
Out of all the games that just happened?
Give us your overall impressions of all of them.
I was not surprised about Houston at all. You ask any Florida State fan, they would have laughed in your face about that game. But I was not surprised about that. Was not surprised about our game. I figured we would have won, but I did not think a blowout. I did not think a blowout.
Yeah.
How about the big stiff arm from Derrick Henry to Shalik Calhoun? You on that one time, you bitch.
I don't need anger.
They were pretty good. I mean, they weren't bad, but I mean, there just seemed like I didn't like seeing the 5 and 7 teams in there. I thought that was bullshit. I never agree with that. I mean, I think it's terrible to put them in there. I think there's a little too many games, but I mean,
the few games I watched, man, has been blowouts, and that's why I was like,
these games.
I did not expect a Stanford game. Stanford just to give it to them. Come on.
Oh, Stanford beat the dog crap out of
that damn dude had fucking 200 yards before halftime.
Christian McCaffrey.
He had 200 yards in the first quarter.
Boy.
He made a case of being like, okay, y'all done snubbed me for the Heisman.
Look, the white people are backing this dude.
That dude's a beast, man. I was backing him.
The white people are loving that guy.
Dude's a hoss, man.
Oh,
I'm just backing him because he's Ed McCaffrey's son.
We backing him because he's white. Man.
Well, I'm backing him because he's Ed McCaffrey. Y'all can back him because he's white. I'm backing him because he's Ed McCaffrey's son. So.
I'm backing him because he's a bad son of a bitch.
No, yeah. All-purpose yards, and he breaks some kind of record.
He's white.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, the kid is talented, man.
White,
he's real talented.
White thunder.
It's kind of like white man can't jump. That's a white man right there. That's a white man.
White boy. White boy.
White
Give him the chump.
So we're talking about the Alabama stumping against Michigan State 38-0. The Clemson stumping 37-17. I mean, some terrible championship bowl games. Goodness, 38-0. You know they turned.
But the good part was they did it on New Year's Eve and nobody watched them.
I'm sure you enjoyed Michigan State getting stumped that bad, but I didn't enjoy that.
I loved every minute of it. It's my point. They were overrated, man. I mean, they won the big, but it took a lot of wish, miracle, and bullshit to get that far. And that's real talk. When they hung on to the strings all year long, and then I knew going to Bama, I was like, man, they're going to get their ass kicked. And everybody's like, I don't know. Give me a break, really? Shut up. Go watch the game.
Who kicked their ass? Alabama.
Dude, that.
Roll Tide! Look
at him using his southern accent.
Oh, man. So now we're going.
Hey, you know what's a good game?
What was a good game?
Michigan, Florida. Nah, they're jab you, but
that's all.
Those were. I had to hit you with it.
Nah, dude, this is.
I will say it before, and I'll say it again.
They don't matter to you, they matter to me, buddy.
Of course they did. If you would have got your ass kicked, it wouldn't have mattered. If you would have lost, you would have been like, that game don't matter.
All right. It don't matter. Fuck that. It don't matter. You're right.
All right.
You're right, man.
You won a bowl of fruit. Congratulations.
Yeah, they did.
Take it back to Michigan, where people are going to go. What are these?
Listen, those programs are both winners because they got to eat free Buffalo Wild Wings, man. Come on.
Hell yeah, they did.
You're the only motherfucker that looked at it. You were hoping Dick's sponsored it.
Oh, I would have been in there.
Of course you were, because you love Dick's.
Wings.
I have video of you saying that.
Wings. Let's just finish the statement, sir.
He didn't finish the statement,
Dick's
though.
wings.
His exact words were, I love dicks.
Wings.
No, you did not say wings. You exact words were, I love dicks.
Steve, they know what I meant.
But you did not say wings. Even Crystal looked at you and went, really?
Steve, I had a few to drink that night. And trust me.
That's why he loved dicks.
They knew I was talking about Dick's wings. Not in my entire mind would I be talking about that.
I love dicks.
Wings.
I'm like, really? Like, wow. Cortez.
And I had to clarify for them when they both looked at me like that's like wings.
I was like, thanks for sharing that with everyone.
I can't help it because they named their great food after. I don't know. I don't want to.
After a guy named Dick.
Yeah, the guy named Dick.
So Cortez, what you're saying is you prefer dicks to Hooters. What you're getting at.
Which wings are better, Dicks or Hooters?
I'm not gonna entertain this. What y'all doing to me right
Dicks, now. Hooters, Dicks, Hooters, or Buffaloes. Which one's better?
Dick's wings, bruh.
Okay.
I was about to say, don't sit there and try to trick me, bro. I'm not going to.
We were trying to ask you who had the best wings that you've had.
All right, how are we gonna pick a winner for this game?
Dicks. Say it with pride, Cortez. Now he's going to say wings after every time he says dicks.
Man, I'm telling you.
He's going to have a girl over and he's going to be like, right, this Dick's wings. She's going to be like, what?
Girl, hey, he's going to ask this girl, hey, you want to go get some dicks?
You want some Dick's wings? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast.
I'll give you some Dick's wings.
This podcast is something else. We have a lot of fun on here.
I'll give you some Dick's wings later.
This is how we start a new year. All right, pick a winner. Alabama versus Clemson. We're running into about an hour here.
It's the way he said it, though, Steve. You would have laughed because he just walked outside. He was like, I was like, man, Cortez, you're all smiling. I love dicks. I'm like, okie dokie.
Oh, you didn't.
I'm like, did you just say that out loud? Did you think before you said it? And then he's like, you know what I meant? I meant wings. I love Dick's wings. I'm
like, do I really know what you mean?
I'm like, oh, I gotta watch myself.
Oh Lord.
That's why I sleep with the door closed.
I'm done. Pick a winner. Pick a winner. Alabama, Clemson. Give me a score.
Alabama. By bunches.
Who's your bowl MVP?
Derrick Henry.
The Yuli kid, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's the reason why I want them to win it. That's the reason why I want them to win it is because of Derrick Henry.
Steve?
I'm going to roll with Alabama. 35-21. Not with Coker. Because, you can throw it on Michigan State. You're going to see the MVP going to be Derrick Henry. He's going to wake up. He's going to run on them boys.
Alabama in a blowout. This game is going to be turned off by these.
No, I bet you the game's gonna break up in the second half. It's gonna be a close game in the first. Bama seems to break it open in the second half.
Yeah, I don't.
Bama
unless your name is Michigan State, and then you're just.
I don't expect a close bowl game, and I'm gonna say that the committee struck out this year on this one.
I think Bama wears them down.
Yeah.
And in the second half, it's the Derrick Henry show.
Derrick Henry wins it.
He carries four guys into the end zone.
Yeah.
Him and his hair. His forehead is really big.
That's a freaking truck.
He's a monster, dude. He is a
monster. I saw a video of him where he was squatting like 6 caddies on each side.
He's the biggest dude. He's a big dude, but he's such a nice kid.
Nice kid.
I'm still gonna call him a kid. I can call a lot of people kid, but he's a nice kid, and I wish him well.
Yeah,
and that's one of the main reasons why I want Alabama to win. Because if he wouldn't have been on that team, screw Alabama. I wish the field would have blown up. I could care less about either team.
No doubt. All right, Well,